Robert here. So, the name of this video is Potential is Everywhere. I do know that most people are on other lives. I do know that most people are not up at this moment, and it's okay. I wanted to do a video. I haven't done a while, live in a while. Yeah. Do you know what today is? But anywho, I just wanted to touch base with everybody. Hey, look, the name of this video is Potential is Everywhere. This is not financial or investing advice. However, we have to understand there's a lot of things going on in the market. It's talking about the market, it's talking about stocks, crypto, gold, and more. So if you're seeing this video later on, keep in mind it's going to be talking about stocks, crypto, investing, and more. This video is going to be talking about that. Members, you got some videos popping in your membership. So keep in mind, you're going to have some videos breaking this down as well. So as it relates to anything, look, guys, there's some things going on in the market that we have to be concerned with, we have to be considerate with, and we have to understand there's some things going on. I know people are out hanging out. I know right now there are people in other lives. I know the people who are having the lives. This is not trying to take away from your life. I already know the people going to be in your life who are in your life. And I know some people are out and about with family. I understand this. I understand when I decided to do this video, and I did it uh, pretty much on purpose because I knew what was going to happen. So particularly when as it relates to anything, we're talking about stocks, crypto, and more. Definitely catch this on the replay. So we're talking about a lot of things right now. We do know there's a showdown between Kamala and Trump. This is not about the election. This is not about that presidential situation. However, we have to understand that I've been telling my members, no matter who wins, you have to make sure that you set yourself up for strategic win. If Kamala wins, you got to understand her policies and procedures so that your family can win. If Trump wins, you got to understand his policies and procedures so that your family can win. Okay. So as it relates to anything, we understand now that Tesla right now is at $239. $230.29 at the time of this recording. Tesla is a potential for winning no matter who wins. Elon is positioning himself with Trump. However, people are calling me right now for welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I got a special day today, so I got people calling me. So, nonetheless, Tesla right now, welcome in, welcome in. Tesla is $239.29. As it relates to anything, we do understand that Elon is going to win no matter who wins, because as it relates to anything, Elon is setting themselves up for a potential win as it relates to EV. If Kamala wins, if Trump wins, Elon's going to win no matter what. Okay, Elon's going to win no matter what because they're going to have welcome in. They're going to have situations happen as it relates to anything. They're going to have some situations happen in the EV play, in the EV market. My opinion is if Kamala wins, the EV market is going to take off. In my opinion, while it's down, you might want to take a look at some things. Members, I got some things coming in the chat. This is pretty much an emergency live. I would normally be doing other things for this day, but nonetheless, I'm getting a lot of calls. But nonetheless, you got to understand, you got to set yourself up for power. I did a short, and the short, as it relates to anything, the short is a situation that talks about pretty much what I'm talking about. So, Microsoft right now is $430 right now and 54 cents. Microsoft is $430 and 50 cent, 56 cents. No matter what at the time of this recording, Microsoft, in my opinion, the cloud services, no matter who wins, the cloud service is going to be very vital. Think about it. We got your phones. You're watching me now on the phone for the most part. Some people have tablets. They got things that are in the cloud. If you have an Apple device, if you have an Apple device, your Apple device has a cloud services. Your Apple device has cloud services, and you use that. Microsoft has a lot of cloud related things and things of that nature. So keep that in mind. As it relates to anything, right now, Bitcoin is about $60,000. Bitcoin is not financial investment advice, $60,000. Ethereum is about $2,300. Doge is about 11 cent. SHIB is 4183. And we do know that no matter what, if Trump wins, you do know what they're talking about as it relates to the actual sector of crypto. We do understand that crypto will go up based upon what he said about crypto. If Harris wins, crypto may go down, in my opinion, based on everything. What's up, Tay? How you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? So we do know that. I've been talking about gold and silver a lot. I talked about gold and silver a lot. Okay, I've been talking about it on my channel. Gold is a hedge against inflation. So what does that mean? That means as your dollar continues to weaken, gold and silver is a hedge against holding your dollar. There's a lot of things happening in the market as it relates to gold and silver. At the time of this recording, gold and silver is $2,500.78. That's the price of gold. Silver is $30.95 at the time of this recording. Okay. Understand, in my opinion, this is not financial or investment advice. In my opinion, every person should own gold and silver. I want you to think about this. If the people, the powers that be, own gold and silver, why don't you? If countries are backing potential their currency off gold and silver, the BRICS nations, why don't you? Okay, make sure that you put yourself in a position of power as it relates to that. Right now, if you looked in the market, Berkshire Hathaway set up something where with Berkshire Hathaway, they set up something in which someone sold off a lot of stock. They sold off 50% of their stock and anticipating of the Harris move. They're thinking Harris may win, so they sold off the stock. Warren Buffett, who is over the Berkshire Hathaway, pretty much has a lot of money on the sideline. However, I want you to think about it. If Warren Buffett is the greatest investor of all times, if he has money off the sideline, he pulls it out, and he still has his money in the stock market. What is that telling you? He has a hedge against inflation. He's setting himself up for power. Warren Buffett is setting himself up. No matter what, if there's a dip, he's going to be okay. If there's a strong, increase, he's going to be okay. But I particularly think there will be a dip. So there's buying opportunities. I'm not taking all of my money out of the market. I'm not taking all of my money out of the crypto market. But I do have things on the sideline so that when the dips happen, I can take effect with the dips. Okay. Right now, we talked about if, and this is not about Trump versus Kamala. I don't care about politics. It doesn't matter to me as it relates to anything. What matters to me is if you look at the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, they pretty much backed both sides of the war. They won no matter what. So what I'm sharing with you is to make sure that you, your family, your friends, your loved ones, whoever are okay no matter what. I believe personally that we are in a recession. I've been saying this to my members. I put out a ebook talking about the recession, about how they can prepare for it in my members group. As it relates to anything, I believe that we're in a recession. I'm just going to say that no matter who's in office, we're in a recession based off what's going on. My opinion is to protect yourself. If everyone else is jumping off the boat, if you see everyone else putting themselves in a position to win, having money on the sideline, putting money in the market, however, having cash reserves, what are you doing right now? People can pat you on the back. Yeah, it's gonna be oh great, woo, go girl, go guy, whoever you got going on, but you gotta make sure you put yourself in a position of power no matter what. You gotta make sure you're setting yourself up, okay? So as it relates to anything, right now, JP Morgan Chase is at $204.32 at the time of this recording. I particularly think if Harris gets in office, there will continue to be, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. I think that'll happen. This is not about a pun against Harris or Trump, okay? It's not about that. What I'm trying to get you to understand is no matter what, you have to set yourself up and get out of your feelings about all this other stuff. Get out of your feelings because your feelings ain't making you no money, okay? Get out of your feelings because your feelings are not making you any money, okay? So let's talk about no matter what, Kamala Harris is rich. Donald Trump is rich, okay? No matter what, President Trump is rich. Kamala Harris is rich. No matter what, Kamala Harris is wealthy. President Trump is wealthy. They're rich and wealthy no matter what. No matter what, everyone in political arena is rich and wealthy no matter what. So you're over there all hurt because I'm talking about politics. I saw some people drop off. Look, get over it. I'm just telling you the facts. You can continue to be upset, you can continue to be mad, but I have to get you to understand that you got to get out of your feelings and understand the assignment. Get out of your feelings, understand the assignment. And the assignment is to take away your revenue. The assignment is to take away your freedom. The assignment is to take away your common sense and get you caught in emotion. As long as I get you caught in emotion, guess what? you're fine. If you think about it, remember we were in school. They talked about rise in action and fall in action. Remember that? And when we were in English, rise in action, fall in action. They talked about that. Every movie has a rise in action and fall in action. I agree with you. I agree with you, Tay, on that end. If he gets in office, my opinion is the stock market will flourish. However, if Kamala gets in office, certain stocks will flourish. EV sector, in my opinion, will flourish. Lockheed Martin, which talks about things that are going on with Ukraine and things of that will flourish. Look up Lockheed Martin. It's not financial investment advice. So if you look at it, gold and silver has outpaced the market bar none. Look up the facts that outpaced the market in the last year or so. They have outpaced the market. That's facts. Outpaced the market. So look that up. Coca-Cola. Look, man, I don't care who you are. We all or somebody we know drinks Coca-Cola. Some people drink Pepsi, but you know somebody who drinks some type of Coke product. In my opinion, Coke is at $71. Even if there's a recession, people still gonna drink sodas, right? People still gonna drink sodas, right? So we got to understand those aspects of things. Okay. We also have to understand what's going on. No matter who wins, Tesla is going to win. Elon Musk is going to win because Kamala's talking about the opportunity economy as it relates to different EV plays. Elon's going to win if he's on the Trump side. Elon's going to win if he's on the Harris side. Guess what? Walmart's going to win because the Waldens have Republicans in their aspect, and they have Democrats in their aspect. And guess what? People get hurt when you talk about politics, but you have to understand if you're looking to make revenue, if you're looking to keep your money safe, you got to get out of your feelings because they don't care nothing about the feelings. Guess what? The one thing they vote on 100% is their pay increase. And you have those 3 to 5 people that says, "Oh, we shouldn't have a pay increase," but they don't not accept it. You don't see them saying, "Okay," when they get that pay increase. You don't see them sending it to homeless people. You don't see that happening, do you? But this is not about that. This is about the market. This is about stocks and crypto, silver and gold, and things that you can do to prepare yourself for a potential recession. I know this may not be the ooh, bro, you learn, ooh, this is that great stuff. Yeah, this may not be the stuff you want to hear. I'm not here to tickle your ears. I'm not here to make you feel good and pump you up and yay. I can do that. For people who know me, you know I can do that, but that's not the case. The case is to prepare you no matter what. The case is to prepare you so that you can set yourself up. The case is to prepare you while everyone else is not prepared. Warren Buffett said something very fact and it was very great. Warren Buffett said, and I quote, "When people are running towards something, you run away. But when people are running away from something, you run towards." What does that mean? That means when everybody's scared of crypto right now, oh, crypto, oh my goodness, let me run away from it. You might want to take a look at it. Well, when everybody's starting to talk about crypto, you might want to, back off as far as your spending, still spend, but, dollar cost average. What am I saying to you? Crypto is the wave of the future. It's not going anywhere, in my opinion. No matter what currency you're in, no matter where in the world, because I got a lot of people around the world to watch me, crypto is going not is going to be here to stay. Okay, gold and silver. Before we were born, gold and silver was here. After we leave, gold and silver is going to be here. So no matter how you feel about it, it's still going to be here. Thousands of years after we gone, 10,000 years if the earth is still here, it's still going to be here. Okay, so gold and silver is a precious metal. It's for a reason. Okay. As it relates to anything, Berkshire Hathaway, the time of this recording is over $671.75. What is Berkshire Hathaway? Berkshire Hathaway is owned, and managed actually by Warren Buffett. Okay, it's managed by Warren Buffett. Okay, so you got to understand that information. Okay, now BlackRock. I want you to understand something. BlackRock actually owns a lot of these things. BlackRock owns, homes. BlackRock owns Bitcoin. BlackRock owns a lot of things in the market. So understand when BlackRock makes moves, you got to pay attention. And they said if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. That's what she said. Remember that? Sister Act, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the chat. But yes, as it relates to anything, you got to understand you have to be focused. You got to put yourself in a position of power. You got to be stop being so afraid of what's going on and understand. Let's stop the emotion. Okay. You know, say emotions make you cry sometimes. Get out of the emotions. Okay. Emotions make you cry sometimes. But guess what? Scared money don't make no money. You know, they said it all the time, all your life. All your life you have to fight. You got to put yourself in a position of power. Every wealthy person, for the most part, has put their money in the market or have their money in some type of financial instrument that makes money. This is not financial investment advice, but you can't sit up there and still be talking about, oh, the price of tea is going up. Oh, eggs are going up. Oh, gas is going up. But you're not doing anything to make your money move. You know, you got money moves. You got to make money moves. You got to put yourself in a position so that you can be in a position of power. Understand that. So you're probably wondering, why is you learn with Robert up this late? What's going on with this guy right here? Why is he up this late? What's up? Hey, look, Elon Robert is here for a reason. Why am I up? It's for a reason. Why are you scrolling your little fingers through the dialing button? You're here for a reason. Out of all the times I would go live, you are here for a reason. Oh man, the guy with the scruffy beard, you still here for a reason. Oh man, the dude with the hat, you're still here for a reason. No matter what, you're up, you're excited, you're motivated, you're pumped up, you're crunk, you're like they say, so functified. At the end of the day, you're up for a reason. You clicked on this video for a reason. The fact that you're still listening is for a reason. So you got to understand, no matter what, you got to put yourself in a position of power. And guess what? You got to make power moves. You got to make sure that you are ready to rumble. You got to make sure that you're ready to set yourself up like never before. You got to make sure that you're not afraid. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. You know the song. You ain't never scared. If you don't know the song, what that means for the people who follow me all around the world, I'm not ever scared, particularly means that you are ready for any situation. Okay. In the non ebonic term, that means that you are up for any challenge. That means that no matter what comes your way, you are ready for it. That's what that means. Okay. So let me break this down like a fraction. Let me break it down like a fraction. So, what is all this meaning? You learn. You said this is about stocks, crypto, and more. What is all this is meaning? What does all this mean? All this means something. And for my members, I'll place something in the member videos. If you haven't checked it out, you might want to check it out. You might want to check out, especially some videos I put up. You might want to check it out if you haven't checked it out. But what does this mean for you? How can you prepare for a potential recession? How can you prepare yourself for a potential that may cause something that you don't like? How can you prepare for that? Number one, what you can do. Number one, the one thing that you can do is start to educate yourself. That's what you're doing right now. You're educating yourself on what's going on. Number two, as it relates, well, we're going to stay on number one as it relates to educating yourself. As it relates to educating yourself, you need to make sure that you are seeing what's going on in the market. Don't just watch ABC or one channel or CNN. One channel is going to be biased for one thing. One channel is going to be biased for another. Let me explain to you how this really works, okay? I'm going to explain this to you. During this cycle, until November, they're going to say everything is perfect. There's no recession. You learn, you don't know what the heck you talking about. They ain't talking about no recession. They're not going to tell you until after the election that there's a recession. Okay? I'm trying to help you to understand this. They're not going to tell you that we've been in a recession to after the recession, after the election. And I'm just going to be honest. Even if the current administration stays in, they may not tell you at all. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the moment people hears that word, they stop spending money. So what can you do to prepare? Number one, stay focused and educate yourself. Ask yourself this question. It's not financial investment advice. What did you do in the last recession? Now, some of people who watch me weren't born then, okay? Or they were too young to remember that, okay? Ask your parents. If you don't know your parents, ask your friends who are older who have parents. What did they do? Ask older people, what did they do? Ask your mother and father if they're still living. What did they do? Or if you're old enough to know, what did they do? What things do people buy in a recession? Think about it. You got to have a place to stay, right? Yeah. You got to have fuel in your vehicle, right? Yeah. In a recession, you got to make sure that you eat, right? Yeah. Now, if it relates to anything, most people may not go out like normal, right? However, you still got to eat, right? Certain things you still got to do no matter what. You still got to buy laundry detergent, soap, toothpaste. I hope you got to buy those items. Deodorant, you still got to buy those things, okay? So in a recession, those things you have to do, okay? What happens? Unfortunately, people move in a recession. Unfortunately, people lose things, houses, cars, and things of that nature. So ask yourself this question: what kind of business can I run that may potentially help me? So I'm going to throw out some ideas that you can potentially do. Number one, people are moving, they need movers, right? Well, you learn, I don't know how to move. I ain't trying to pick up nothing. Well, you can hire movers to help you. You can charge a rate, hire movers to help you. Well, you learn, I don't got a van. You got U-Haul and Penske and all these other places that have truck rentals, okay? So truck rentals in your area, calculate the amount of mileage, quadruple that rate, so if the rate is a 59 cent a mile, probably do a mile or $1.50 a mile plus the price that you're going to charge someone. Okay. You said you learned what I thought this was about stock crypto. I'm telling you, this is going to be related. Okay. As it relates to anything, what else can you do? Cleaning services. Everyone can clean. Everyone can clean, but not everyone. Some people can't clean. So, as cleaning services, there are people who are going to need, if people move out of apartments or homes, they're going to need cleaners. Okay. You can go in and clean people's homes that clean apartments and things of that nature, so you can go put out business cards as it relates to that. I'm trying to set people up. I'm trying to set people up for the win. Okay, understand that you're going to have some elderly people who just don't drive, so of course Uber, Lyft, and things of that nature. But as it relates to anything, you can make sure that you're checking on your, and I'm not saying praying on it, because some people be like, yeah, I'm a price gouge. Don't do that. Do not try to overcharge an elderly person. Do not do that. You can go check on elderly people, do some odd and ends for them. I'm sure if they have the resources, they'll be willing to pay. Cut grass, lawn care. Some people will cut on one area, but the wealthy side of town, we don't cut our grass because we don't have time. Okay, the wealthy side of town, we pay people to cut our grass. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. You can do lawn care service. Well, you learn. I don't have a lawnmower. I don't know how to cut. Once again, you can outsource it. You can get a rate from somebody. You can charge them a fee. Say this is what you're gonna get per yard, and you can upsell the yard, and you can get revenue like that. Okay, understand that. So you understand that. Discount furniture. There's all sorts of videos about people right now who are actually refurbishing furniture they found at the thrift stores, Goodwill, Save a Lot, Salvation Army. They refurbish those things, they clean it up, they repaint it, and they resell it. You can do those. Resellers make a whole lot of money. Okay, understand that you can do that. There's always going to be people looking for cheaper vehicles, so you can always find vehicles. You got family members, who got maybe broken down vehicles that you can see that can be fixed. You can, scrap metal. If there's something that goes in Ukraine or America is particularly in something, you can scrap metal. I had an uncle who had a dump truck. He drove trucks and things of that nature. During economic times, he scrapped metal. He did those type of things. So those are things, some of the things that you can do to prepare yourself. There's a lot of other things that I can come up with on the fly. However, understand that as it relates to anything, appreciate it, Tay. As it relates to anything, those are things that you can do. Also, prepare. How you prepare? We all have things in our homes that we don't use anymore. Think about it. Shoes, clothes, purses, other things that we don't use. We can start. What up, Prayer? What up? What up? What up? We can start making sure that we get rid of some of those items. Okay, get rid of some of those items. My dad did aluminum cans and scrap metal. Exactly. Got an uncle who did that, and cousins who did, and they was like, "Hey, this is what you do." And I was like, "Why are you doing that?" And I was asking all the questions, and they gave me some good advice, and they made great money doing it. I never did it, but at the same time, I wanted to know why were they doing it and things of that nature. I have an uncle who worked for a repair facility as it relates to washing dryers. There's a lot of people who are going to move, so you can move their washing dryers. Once again, you're probably saying, what does this have anything to do with the stock market? I'm trying to prepare you for what I believe is a recession, okay? And we're going to talk about stocks and things of that nature, but proper preparation prevents poor performance. I mean, I have family in the military. That's pretty much what they've said, for a long time. Okay, so make sure that you prepare so that you can get okay. You don't prepare to shoot free throws during the game. Well, some people do, but you shoot free throws before the game. You shoot free throws and you warm up before the game. You stay out to practice and shoot free throws. So, what does that relate to the market? You look at the market, you turn on your TV, you pull up your phone, your smartphone. Have a friend that always says, use Mr. Google. Mr. Google, who owns YouTube, the thing that we're watching. Mr. Google, you can punch up Mr. Google and ask Mr. Google a lot of questions. Hey, Tay saying, hey, prayers, and a lot of questions, and Mr. Google will tell you a lot of things. So, as it relates to the stock market, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You prepare your portfolio. How do you prepare your portfolio? You look at the value in things right now. Tay Prayer saying, what's up? So you look at the value of things right now. What is valuable? My opinion, people are going to get something to eat. They're going to get gas. They're going to get certain things. So those particular stocks, value stocks, things that people are going to do no matter what. Like I said before, if Kamala wins, this is not about the presidential election, so don't get all butt hurt, okay? If Kamala wins, then EV and things of that nature are going to do well. If Trump wins, you got the stock market that, in my opinion, that it would do particularly well. It has always done well, in my opinion, in Republican, presidencies. I mean, that's just been historical truth. However, in a recession, you got to look at value opportunities. What is value? In my opinion, like I said before, I don't like war, but if that were to happen, then Lockheed Martin, in my opinion, no matter what, Lockheed Martin, look up Lockheed Martin. Look that up. Look and see what Lockheed Martin is. It's they would do particularly well based on those aspects they have, and they make a lot of revenue and money. Boeing, people are going to fly no matter what. In a recession during 2020, people was flying like never before. They're going to have some sales. I'm not going to tell you what I call it. They're going to have some real cheap sales, some real slick sales on these airlines. So people are going to fly. I have a little bit of Lockheed. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. This is not financial investment advice, but I like Lockheed. In my opinion, ExxonMobil, gas. Trump said that he's going to make sure that gas goes up. Okay, he said he's going to make sure gas. He's going to be pumping fuel and things of that nature. So, in my opinion, fuel companies, especially these value fuel companies for the long term could do well. In my opinion, drill baby drill. Exactly. So, in my opinion, they're going to do well, even though because what they're going to do is produce certain things to control the barrel of oil if they know that they're going to drill for oil. So you got to understand these companies have been making trillions of dollars and things of that nature. So they're going to they're going to make sure that they make money. Now, like I said before, especially for the people here, listen, you got to stop being emotionally attached. Okay, we thinking just alike. Exactly. I was over there laughing. I'm trying my best to keep a straight face. So try my best to keep a straight face. But like I said before, we have to stop being emotionally attached to no matter who wins. Okay? Voting is your right. My opinion is every American should vote. If you can vote, vote. That's my opinion. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, what to vote for. I ain't going to put no video out bad about one candidate or the other. That's your opinion. That's your personal right to do that. I think, especially for African Americans, we had ancestors who fought for that right. You should do your due diligence and make sure you vote for the candidate of your choice. So that's not about that. However, emotions, like I said before, Kamala Harris is rich and wealthy. Trump is rich and wealthy. You know what? Yeah, but I hate to tell you, but one candidate ain't trying to give it to us no matter what. The other ain't even gonna talk about that. So realistically, um, you see, I'm looking at you. It's a lot of stuff we've been wanting, but uh, one candidate said on the Breakfast Club, no matter what color you are, it don't matter. I'm not just gonna do stuff for one person and one race, and it's not about race, okay? It's not about color. You know, exactly. I don't think it will either. My opinion is, as more people come to open borders, my opinion is to devalue the currency and to make people upset so they can do other things to do what they want to do regardless. You got to read between the lines on that. I don't want to get all deep in details because this is not about that. I want to help you to understand that you have to be and you have to get yourself stop being emotionally attached to everything. You can't be emotionally attached. I'm not emotionally attached to anything. I don't really care about, you know, I'll be honest, the only thing I was really emotionally attached to, I wouldn't even say that. I'm gonna leave that comment alone. Bottom line is stop being emotionally attached to people because uh, people let you down as it relates to November. Don't be emotionally attached. You have to set your family up. Kamala Harris is rich and wealthy. Donald Trump is rich and wealthy. Okay, let's. Can we agree about that? Can we agree about that? Yes, we can agree about that. So if we can agree about that, are you rich and wealthy? I'm just asking. Not trying to be funny, not trying to be facetious. Are you rich and wealthy? And if you're not, you don't have the time or energy to be all but hurt about who win or who don't win. Okay? No, I'm not. I'm trying to get there. Exactly. So we don't have the opportunity. If you're not in those categories, you cannot be all hurt if your candidate, if you voting for Kamala and she don't win, you can't be all hurt if Trump wins. If you voting for Trump and Kamala wins, you can't be all hurt if he don't win. You have to understand that at the end of the day, if Trump loses, he gonna still be rich and wealthy. At the end of the day, if Kamala Harris loses, she's still gonna be rich and wealthy. Okay, you got to understand that. No matter what, LeBron James said it best. A reporter was punning him and, oh, you lost and this and this. And you know, LeBron James said to this reporter. LeBron James said, and I quote to this reporter. LeBron James said, "While you going to work, punching the clock, I'm going to go after we lost on my private jet, and I'm taking my family out of the country to places you can't go to." Then he left. I said, well, dang. Oh, I don't even wear pearls. I was like, oh, like, oh, wow. I'm appalled. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care who wins. I just want to be over so the market can have certainty. Exactly. But here's the thing. I'm going to be real with you, Prez. That's why you play. Look, I don't know if you've seen that. I put out a short and it was talking about a particular family who backed both sides of something that happened, and they spread this ascension and said one person had lost, but in actuality they won. The British pound was devalued. They bought it all up, and then when they found out that that particular person actually lost, and the pound went back up, they made 7, $8 billion back then in one day. Mm. Hey, what up, Miss Khadija? How you doing? I agree. I prefer Trump, so the market will flourish. Hey, Rothschilds. Exactly. Exactly. You said the name. I'm just reading it. you know, personally speaking, as it relates to anything, uh, what your boy say? I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. So what I'm telling y'all is this. Hey, I appreciate you, Miss Khadija. What I'm telling y'all is this: set yourself up. Okay. How do you do that? You pretty much back both sides. You put yourself in position to win on both sides. Oh, I'm down with the whole exactly. You put yourself in position to win on both sides. Here's the thing. If Walmart, if Trump wins, you think Walmart going to lose? No, because they have Republicans who are Waldens. If Kamala wins, you think Walmart going to lose? No, because they have Democrats who are Waldens. They have Republicans and Democrats on their family, so they're going to win no matter what. What does that get you to understand? You have to get out of all this. Oh, they didn't win. Oh, this person win. It's over. Yeah. Hey, that's on my I actually have the Creature from Jekyll Island. I love that book. It's a very thick book. I have it on Audible. I've probably listened to it about 3 or 4 times now. A very good read. It's a thick book. But I'm morally on the go for the most part, so I like listening to Audible. Yeah, very good read, Prez. Very good read. Actually, it's funny that you say that. I sent a friend of mine, it wasn't even 3 hours ago, some books, and that was on the list. Yeah. Yeah, very good read, Prez. But you have to understand the facts. And pretty much, Creature from Jekyll Island is about how they created things and how they were acting like they were going duck hunting, and they weren't going duck hunting, and they was on the train and they were slick with it. Yeah, pretty pretty, pretty slick little situation, y'all. So what am I saying to y'all? While y'all all hurt and all pipered with everything else going on, you are not understanding. The whole point is to get you all emotional. That's why they got football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, volleyball, frisbee. They even got fake dances. People, I don't know how they won in the Olympics. I could have won in the Olympics with those fake dances. I'm like, who is that? Like, what they got going on? How you win the Olympics? And where was our people at? I know some people, on this corner who can do better than that. Oh, I got to read. I just put it on my shopping cart. Oh, yes, definitely good. Hey, also, if you like Audible, I'm telling you, yay, I probably in the past 3 months, 48 titles are on my Audible that I've particularly listened to several times. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Love it. So, anywho, very good read, Tay. My opinion, I'll give it 4 thumbs up because you got a thumb, Prayers got a thumb, I got a thumb, Miss Khadija got a thumb. So 4 thumbs up. I'll give it. Okay. But you have to understand these facts. Okay. So we're gonna break it down. Why should you back both sides of the situation? Because you have a 50% chance of winning no matter what, right? Bum bum bum. So hold on, you learn. You telling me no matter what, I can win? Yes. While you all confused about what's going on, that's a point. And the point is to confuse you, and you know exactly, hedging your bets. They say a confused mind does nothing. That's why all this stuff is going on in your psyche right now. All this stuff is going on, and you don't even have time to think. You don't have time to think because all this stuff is going on. And as all this stuff is going on, it's putting you in a position where you fearful and you don't know what to do. Oh man, if this person win, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be okay. But I'm trying to be sure to help understand, especially my members, y'all. Membership is where it's at. I've been putting out stuff like this in the membership for a long time. But what I'm saying to you is I want you to understand that no matter what, you have to put yourself in a position of power. And here's the thing, I always say I'm not a financial advisor giving you financial investment advice, but can I get you to understand something? If you have a 401k or a SEP retirement plan, do you know that person by name? Do you? I'll wait. You probably don't. You probably have never got a personal phone call for the person managing your 401k or SEP retirement plan. Never. Never once. Unless you have a certain amount of assets. You've never got that phone call, have you? Probably not, right? So what is the point I'm making? The point I'm making is if you've never got that phone call, that means they really don't care about you like that. You have to understand with these 401ks, they have a management fee. They're going to make money no matter what. So they're going to make money off your retirement plan no matter what. If they talk to you or not, if they lose your money, they're going to make money. So why would you? I said this before, Miss Khadija, would you trust me with your purse? Would you let me walk around with your purse? I wouldn't want to. Tay Eats, would you trust me with your purse? Would you let me walk around with your purse? I wouldn't want to, by the way. Let me make that real clear. Okay. Prayers, would you give your wallet to Tay Eats, Khadija, or myself? And just, hey, here you go. Probably not. Even though, I could be trustworthy, I wouldn't want to have your information walking around all the time. So exactly, exactly. So I wouldn't do anything with it. Oh, okay, Prez gave me his wallet. I'm put it in the safe, and uh, when you ask for it back, it'll be there. But I ain't, I don't like doing that. So what am I saying? If you trust your 401k person, exactly. If you trust your 401k person, exactly. So if you trust the person who has that's just like you trusting your 401k person. Now, I always say I'm not an investment advisor because you have to say those things because they want you to say that, or financial advice. But let's be quite honest. Do y'all really think if I took that test, I could pass it? I'll sit that there. Why do you ask? Why have I never taken that test? Oh, by the way, my mom had her Series 7 and 8 investment license. I never wanted to take the test for a reason, but that's a whole nother subject for another time. So, what does that mean? That means my mom know what the heck she's talking about. Why didn't I want my license? I've had two different type of license. One, I was thinking about taking it, and one, it puts you in a whole nother. It depends on how prayers. If you want to take it, that's up to you. I wouldn't. You just gotta ask yourself. Um, it opens you up to a whole lot of things. You know, so you have to ask yourself based on you doing YouTube, what it is that you want to do, and what type of legality do you want to put yourself in? So that's a whole nother subject. We'll have to talk about that offline. But nonetheless, um, I would recommend, there's pros and cons to anything. I would recommend if anybody wants to go up, go up. That's not a bad situation. It's not a bad thing to have. It puts you in a position to do other things. However, me personally, um, that's not what I wanted to do based on things I know. So there's certain things you can't say and certain aspects of things. If you notice people who are online who has it, just follow how they go and go from there. It just all depends on you. But going back to what I was saying, you wouldn't trust me or anybody else with your wallet. So why are you trusting all these other people with your 401k retirement? You trusted them because they told you to trust them, right? However, what I'm saying is exactly. What I'm saying is this, and I'm trying to frame my words right. Just like you wouldn't trust anybody on here with your purse or wallet, you shouldn't trust anyone else with your money more than you trust yourself. Okay? So if you're not learning about stocks, if you're not learning about gold and silver, if you're not learning about crypto, if you're not learning about different financial instruments that could potentially help you and your family and your freedom, if you're watching more political news than helping your family or yourself financial freedom, I would say you're doing yourself a this fortune. Okay, I would say you know, we could talk about the game. I can talk to anybody about possibly any subject, but drugs and alcohol, I don't do that. But probably any well, it's a lot of stuff I don't do, but as it relates to sports, probably can have that conversation. As it relates to the stock market, crypto market, investing, I probably had that conversation. As it relates to certain aspects of life, I probably have those conversations. So what I'm saying to you is, if you're talking about more other things than learning some things that can potentially help you, you have to understand you're doing yourself a disservice. And by doing yourself a disservice, it's very important that you understand long term, you want to set yourself up for the win long term. That's why I get online to talk about these things. That's why my membership, I have a very low membership fee and it goes up. You might want to, there's some things that are going in the pipeline, and I'm not going to mention it here, but there's some things that's about to go in the pipeline. I'm trying to hold off on some things, but at the same token, I'm just going to be honest. Uh, People who are in there already, y'all are grandfathered, so don't even worry about it. Okay, you're in there already. You're grandfathered. Certain levels, you're going to get deeper access, but I'm telling y'all, you might want to consider that. Not for me, because realistically, if it was for me, I would be charging $100 a month. I'm just being honest. If it was just for me, but it ain't for me. You got to understand this. When you go to the movie theater, right? You pay to get in the theater, right? They don't give you popcorn. They don't give you candy. They don't give you drinks. You might take it in there. You might sneak it in there, but it ain't that nice buttery goodness popcorn, right? It ain't those hot dogs and hamburgers or, wine if that's what you drink or whatever. Some movie theaters got burgers and fries and things of that nature. You got to buy those things. And it's for you, your benefit. To be honest with you, I actually give away more uh, in my membership than I actually, receive financially. And I'm saying that humbly. My mother, um, pretty much taught me mother and grandmother pretty much taught me how to be a giver. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother, uh, and it's funny, I got a picture of her up here right now. She's no longer with us. But one thing my grandmother would always ask me is, "What do I know well?" Um, she used to say a country version of that. But yo, what up, growing what I eat? Yay, growing what I eat. So what's up? She would say a country version of that, and she would always ask something new I learned, and she would tell me something new she learned, and she would regurgitate the information to other people if it was something she didn't already know, and she would tell me things that I didn't know, and things of that nature. Always learning. ABL, always be learning. Miss Khadija saying, "What's up, growing what I eat?" So always be learning. The very fact that you're on here, great. I commend each and every one of you for being on here. The very fact that you're on here, congratulations. Hey, Prez, Tay Each, Khadija, Growing Each saying what's up. I commend you all for being on here. So you got to understand the facts. Let's. The whole point of this is we cannot be emotionally attached to anyone. Okay, we cannot be emotionally attached to what's going on and what's going to happen in November. If your candidate wins, Prayer saying, "What's up?" Miss Khadija saying, "Welcome in. What's up?" If your candidate wins, great. You still got to go to work, or you still got to go towards your business. If your candidate loses, great. You still got to go to work or go work in your business, no matter what. Okay, understand that we have to understand. Welcome to the membership. Growing what I eat. Welcome to the membership. Welcome to the membership. Welcome to the membership. Hey, you all, growing what I eat. Just join the membership. Thank you. Congratulations. Got something. So yeah, growing what I eat. Yeah, I got you. But What I'm saying to you all, understand the assignment. Understand, hey, growing what I eat. Sandra was gifted. Sandra Full Light was gifted a membership by Growing What I Eat. Appreciate it, Growing What I Eat. Sandra, Living a Full Life, was gifted a membership. Thank you, Growing What I Eat. Sandra, Living a Full Life. Welcome to the membership. Welcome to the membership. Welcome to the membership. So, what I'm saying to you all is this: understand the assignment, understand why you are doing what you got to do. Okay. And you know, the funny part about this, I wasn't going to say this at all. Today is actually my birthday. Um, my grandmother would be calling me probably an hour ago, singing me happy birthday, y'all. She would be calling me, singing me happy birthday, and then asking me, was she the first person to say happy birthday? Um, you know, why did I come online? Because I wanted to give. I could have been doing other things, but I wanted to give. I had a desire to make sure that I gave something. So appreciate it. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up, Prayers. Happy birthday. Wow, that's funny. So that explains a lot, Prayers. That explains a lot. September in the house. Happy birthday to you, Monday. Appreciate it, growing what I eat. But it explains a lot. That explains a lot. But grandmother always taught me to give. My mother always taught me to give. That's very valuable and that's always important. Help you to understand. Happy birthday, bro. Appreciate it. Growing what I eat. Prayers. Growing what I eat. Said happy birthday. Understand. You know that giving is always, in my opinion, and it says giving is better. It's better to give than to receive. Uh, Understand that holding your fist tight, you can't get anything. Okay, by holding your fist tight, you can't get anything. Opening your hand up, giving freely, you get everything. Okay, and I'm telling y'all, the things that I've received by giving has been phenomenal. I'm not trying to toot my horn because I'm not that type of person to do that. I don't, I let everyone else do that. That's not my thing. But by giving, it has definitely, God has definitely blessed me on that end. But understand one thing: the whole point of this assignment is this. The whole point of this assignment is to strategically set yourself up. Okay. Hey, appreciate it, Miss Khadija. Thank you. Oh wow. Appreciate that, Miss Khadija. Thank you for happy birthday, Mr. Robert. Blessings to you always. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Um, I'll go buy a coffee. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Khadija. Really appreciate that. Really, really, really appreciative. But the whole point is to make sure that you're setting yourself up so that you can win. Okay? Set yourself up so that you can win. All right? How do I set myself up? Even if it's $5, there's apps, Robinhood, that you can invest in. Uh, have fractional shares that you can invest in. There's apps like Robinhood, and the reason why I mentioned Robinhood because it's very simple app to use. Some people don't like it, some people like it. It's not financial investment advice, but there's very simple apps that you can use. I appreciate it, Miss Khadijah. Uh, Very simple apps that you can use. Take $5 and put it in there. Just do it, and just do it over time. It was someone. We put what, $20 in something. It was Bitcoin, probably like 10 years ago for somebody. No, no, it was probably about 5 years ago. I was talking about somebody about Bitcoin, and they had forgot about it. And we ran into each other again, and they looked at it. They said, that's when Bitcoin was like 68. They looked at it and they said, "Hey, Rob, um, that Bitcoin thing." I said, "Yeah, what about it?" They said, what did we put it on?" I said, "Yeah, you put it over here." They logged in, they got in, they was like, it's little by little. I'm telling you, little by little. Gold and silver, in my opinion. Silver, in my opinion, is the way to go. Silver, in my opinion, is the way to go. Um, yeah, I would show y'all this, but you might be. upset or frustrated if I show you this. I can't show you this. So yeah, I can't show you that. Can't show you that. Can't show you that. Can't show you that. There's other silver things I have that I can't show you. So I won't show you because of that. Let me show you this one. Yeah, show you this one. This is silver coin. It's 1 ounce of silver. It's a Shiba Inu coin. Uh, I got, and I don't just talk about stuff. This is copper. I just like this. Bitcoin. This is Dogecoin, copper coin. This is Ethereum copper coin. I got other silver coins behind me. I got silver eagles and things of that nature behind me. Understand, I like silver. Silver has a better, in my opinion, a more upside than gold. I think gold will have a better upside. That's my opinion. Excuse me. I think silver will have a better upside than gold. However, as gold increases, silver will increase. Okay, understand that. Understand that as it relates to anything, you want to have a budget, and I'm telling you this. Hear me clearly, okay? For the people around here, this is for you. Hear me clearly. You want to put a percentage out of the market, but have it in your investing account. I don't care if it's $5, $10, $20, whatever your goal is, have it out. Warren Buffett is showing y'all that he has more cash reserves than anyone right now. He's showing you that for a reason. He's making sure, he's telling me indication that when there's a downturn, he's going to pounce on a lot of things like he did last time. However, Warren Buffett didn't take all his money out of stocks. He still has money in stocks, okay? The investor who took over $177 million out didn't take all his money out. He just took 50% out. He still has some money on the sidelines because he's anticipating some things. So what I'm saying to you, in this recession, have some money on the sideline because, hear me clearly, there will be opportunities, and those opportunities that will make you wealthy. I will never forget this. I was riding in the car with my mother, and we had just came from church, and it was raining, pouring down rain. And I don't know if you ever experienced this, but have you ever experienced when it's rained and then after the rain the sun comes out? So we were at the light, and I was thinking about some things, and I'll never forget it. I would go check out some books, and I would check out the Maximum books. Yeah, books, hardcover books at the library. I'll go check out the Maximum books, and because the librarian was so cool, she would give me more books and say, "Hey, Robert, just make sure you return them." Blah blah blah. She would let me check out more books, and I was trustworthy. I always did what I was supposed to do, and certain books, she was like, when you gonna read these, I'd always be at the library getting books and read. But I remember I was sitting in the car and I was talking to my mom about something, and I just happened to look. I was at the light. My mom was driving. I looked to the left, and this car, it was a drop top Ferrari. The guy had his top up. We were at the light. What up? What up, Lisa J? We were at the light, drop top Ferrari. And I looked and I was like, wow. And in my head, I had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things going on during that recession. And I was just trying to figure out some moves, you know, and I'll never forget it. And I said, wow, Ma, you see that Ferrari over there? She said, yeah, that's pretty nice. And it drove by us. And I looked and I smiled, had a 30-day tag on it. And I was like, what? In this market, everything's down. This dude has a drop top, and he hit the button. That top came down. Beep, top came down. Drop top, white Ferrari. I see it all the time where I stay now. I see it all the time. But I looked, and the light changed green. His side changed green. We're still at the red light. The Ferrari left, and I looked, and I saw the 30-day tag, and I'm like, how in the world did he just buy this Ferrari? But I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I was sitting at work, and I remember a buddy of mine, we were talking about stocks. And I remember I had sold some things and got some things prepared. I had some things on the sideline, and I was transferring some money into my stock account. And I remember Wachovia, it went down, and it was just going down like a lead balloon to the point where it was halting the stock. And I remember it got the 99 cent, and we were sending, me and my buddy were sending messages back to each other. And we had about 4 people on the chat. We sent a message back. Yeah, I was at work and sending messages back, but I was still productive. So if you were at that company with me, I was still productive, and I was the number one person there for productivity. Okay, so don't come for me. Okay, but anywho, and I remember it was 99 cent, and I hit buy, and I was waiting on some decent money to transfer into my account, and it went from 99 cent, and I wrote it up to $13.15. And I remember writing up to $13.15. And in that moment, I do also remember a buddy of mine got it at 15. I got it at 13.15, but it was less than a week. And I remember in a day it went from 99 cent up to about $6, $7 in a day. And I just waited, and I'll never forget it. And I did pretty well. But I remember not having the other resources in there to about 4 or 5 days later. What am I saying to you all? What did I learn from that? I learned to always have cash reserves sitting in your account so that you can make a move. Okay. Now that's not an issue. However, maybe an issue for someone. Okay. Now it is not a problem. It's even if I sell something, it's gonna be right there. I can make moves quick. However, what I'm saying to you is have some cash reserves, still invest in the market, not financial or investment advice, still invest in the market, and make sure that when you invest in the market, let's say if you invest 90% of your cash, 10% you might keep to the side. Maybe you invest 80% of your cash, 20% you may keep aside. You got to figure out what percentage it is to you. You may invest 98% in the market and keep 2%. Whatever percentage, you have to tell yourself that. But you need to have some cash reserves because hear me clearly, opportunity will present itself. And what opportunity presents itself, you got to be ready to pounce because I'm telling you, it went from 99 cent up quick in a day. Opportunity, opportunity will present itself in this next rebound. I'm telling you, some people don't believe there's going to be a recession, and it's okay. It's okay to have a difference of opinion. I'm telling you what I know. There will be another recession within 6 months to a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I can tell by how things are going. Set yourself up. Let's say if it happens in 6 months. Say if it happens sooner. Okay? Let's say if it happens in 2 years. You've already put yourself in a habit of putting a percentage. Well, if it happens in 2 years, you could have had that money in the market. Exactly. If it happens in 2 years, that money could have been making money in the market. Warren Buffett has one of the highest cash reserves right now. If you look and go to one of my first videos, I talked about gold and silver then. So this is not nothing new. It was about 2 years ago. This is not nothing new. And before I came on YouTube, I've been telling people about Bitcoin and gold and silver. This is not nothing new. Family and friends can tell you. I've been talking about this stuff for a long time. This is nothing new, okay? It's just something new that you have heard. This is something new that you're hearing from me. Something new. It's not new to me, okay? What I'm saying to you is this. When opportunity presents itself, do not be like I was. Now, I still got my piece in. Now, I was excited. I'm telling y'all, imagine less than $1, 99 cents to $13.15. Imagine. I want you to imagine that move. I want you to imagine that. Well, I don't get it. You learn. Okay. If somebody borrows $1 from you and they give you $13.15 for every dollar they borrowed from you, how would that make you feel? I want you to imagine that. I can only imagine. I want you to imagine that. Recessions make millionaires. Exactly. Recessions make millionaires and billionaires. I'm telling y'all, when opportunity presents itself, make sure that you have the reserves, okay? Real good. Exactly, growing to eat. I'm telling you, not something that I've heard or saw, something I know, okay? Exactly. Exactly. If you give somebody a pack of seeds and they give you back 13 packs of seeds, you're gonna be like, what? Well, dang, bro, you only gave you a pack of seeds. Well, bro, I appreciate you growing what I eat. I'm gonna give you 13 packs of seeds. What? I only gave you one pack. No, but I appreciate you, dog. Here you go. Don't matter. If you give somebody a pair of shoes and they give you 13 pair of shoes, if you give somebody a car and they give you 13 cars, no matter what the case is, one banana, they give you 13 bananas. It's still a heck of a good return. Okay, guys? Listen to what I'm telling you. Opportunity will present itself. And when the opportunity presents itself, 6 months to a year and a half, 2 years from now, either you're gonna say, "Oh, listen to this dude. I didn't believe him. I didn't do nothing," and then you're gonna be like, "Dang, you learned this, say this," or I can't tell you what percentage. I cannot tell you that. It's not financial investment advice. I can't tell you, "Hey, out of $100, you do this." I can't tell you that. What I can say is, write on a piece of paper, "Hey," and this is what I'm saying. Transfer in to your account. Don't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna do it later." Transfer into your account, your investment account. Keep it in there. Whatever percentage you decide to invest, invest that percentage. Whatever percentage you decide not to invest, keep it as a reserve so that when the opportunity presents itself, you're ready to make a move. Another thing, how did I know? Because I put myself around people who were making moves. We were always talking about stocks. I've always talked about stocks. It's not nothing new. What do you have to understand? Growing up, my grandmother sold insurance. She also, was high up in the nursing field, in the hospital. Had a lot of stuff going on. She was over, district over. It used to be called Little General, which is now Dollar General. She was the first African American, period, that had a company car and was over district manager over a lot of stores. Okay. My mother sold insurance. She had a Series 6 and 7 investment license. My father sold insurance. So guess who else sold insurance? I did. I was one of the youngest people at the time in my state to have my insurance license. Why did I stop selling insurance? Because I got another license and it made more money than insurance. I can't talk about that license online, but it makes and made more money than insurance. Okay. I won't talk about that license, but just imagine, what do you think can make more money than insurance? And it's a license that people get, and it's a license that some people talk about. I just don't talk about it because it's not my place to talk about it online. I don't do that. What am I saying to you all? This is not something that I don't know. It's not financial or investment advice. What I'm saying is we've gotten so caught up in emotion that what's happening in November. Oh, what they talking about? What this person talking about? That we don't understand what's going on with our personal business. Guess what? I made a talk about something earlier, and I talked about something, and of course, Prez got it. Okay, talked about the Rothschilds, and they backed both sides of the war. Okay, they backed both sides of the war, and they won. They backed both sides of the war and they won. What am I saying? Walmart backs both sides of Democrats and Republicans. Not talking about no side of, they win, no matter who's in office. People still go to Walmart, right? You probably went to Walmart last week. One of you. Now, I personally try not to go to Walmart because I don't. and it's no pun towards Walmart. I don't like the way they've taken everything customer service wise. I'm personally not going to go in a store that they're going to make me check out my groceries while 10 people standing around talking. To me, that's not good customer service. I don't like it. I don't go into Walmart unless I need to go. No pun against you, Walmart. I rocked with you for years. I rocked with Sam's Club for years. I'm now a Costco member. Okay. Why am I saying that? Nothing against Walmart. Very good company. I just don't like the way they've changed their things in the stores. I don't want to go to the store, see 10 people talking, ask for help, they walk away, go to a register and have to scan my items to have somebody look over my shoulder like I'm going to steal an item that I'm scanning. To me, why don't you just check me out? That way you'll know that all my items are paid for. Just check me out. Just do your job. Check me out. So what am I saying? Why did I go on this wild tangent? No matter what, you have to back both sides so your pockets can make sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Okay, I appreciate it, Lisa J. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Understand that. Both sides get off the emotional train. The emotions make you cry sometimes. Get off that emotional train and understand that it's important. It's important to make sure that you understand both sides' policies. Set yourself up financially so that you can win. Okay? Hear me and hear me clearly. Why am I repeating this? Because a small percentage of people understand something one time, audible. You got to write it down, you got to listen to it, you catch it better. So, my advice is, even though this may particularly be a long live to some people, listen to it over and over again. Not so I can, he just want to listen. He want me to listen to his video so it can be better. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. You have to understand that you have to listen. You have to understand. Take notes. Understand. Here's my thing. Do me a favor, and I always tell people, if I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong. Please. Please let me know if I'm wrong about something. Tell me I'm wrong. I am very open to criticism. I am very open to uh, you know, uh correction. You know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong. Okay. And what I'm saying to you is, as it relates to anything, understand that if you are trusting your 401k rep that you've never talked to, possibly one time, and it probably is not the same rep that you with the company now, if you're trusting your SEP retirement account rep that you probably only talked to one time, and you've not talked to them unless you called them, they ain't called to wish you a happy birthday, they ain't called to give you a Christmas card or Thanksgiving, or hey, come to the cookout. Hey, hey, got you. Just add it to watch later. Exactly. And understand this. Understand this. You have to continue. Take notes. Understand. It is very important. Okay. It's very important. Anybody, listen to what I'm saying. It's important. Don't just take LeVar Burton say, you don't have to take my word for it. Understand. Do the research. Understand. If I'm wrong, check me on it. Okay. But understand that your advisor, unless you have a certain amount of wealth, I'm not talking to you all, okay? Most people, your financial person have not called you unless you have a certain amount of wealth, okay? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to most people. They have not called you. I said earlier, I asked Miss Khadija, would you trust me with your wallet? I asked Prez the investor, hey, would you trust me with your wallet? I asked Miss Khadija, would you trust me with your purse? I asked, a couple other people, hey, would you trust me? Would you trust me? I asked Tay Eats, would you trust me with your purse? Tay Eats said to the no, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't take anything from it, but you wouldn't trust anyone on this live with it. So if you wouldn't trust anyone on this live with your purse or wallet, why are you continuing to trust people with your money that you're supposed to retire with and you don't know anything about it? Understand, every day we got to have an appetite for investing. I don't care if it's a minute worth of time. This is what I do when I get up. Okay. I get up, I pray, thank God, you know, meditate. If you believe in that, if you don't, I'm telling you what I do. Okay. Get up, drink some coffee, drink some water, whatever. I look at my stocks. I'll look at my crypto. I'll look at gold and silver prices. I'll look at news. That's what I do every day, no matter what day it is. Okay. What do I do on lunch? All of the above. What do I do before I go to sleep? All of the above. Because news could have came out. So I'm always constantly learning. The only way you're going to learn more is by putting yourself in a position. I remember I used to work at a group home. One of the jobs I had a long time ago was at a group home. And I remember I used to have CNBC, MSNBC, Fox Business, Bloomberg always on. And I would just have the channels on. I would go to sleep, not while watching the kids. When the kids were at school, I would be asleep. I'll wake up and then it would be on. I didn't know what the heck was going on, but I kept listening to it, kept listening to it. Had some books, so when I came to work, I would have books. I used to work 7 days straight on, 7 days off, so it was a pretty cool gig. 7 days on, 7 days off. So I would have books while the kids were at school. I would study and read up on stuff. When they came back, we had what was it called? Pretty much it was a life skill. They called it something else, but it was a life skill. You had to teach kids life skills. So what would I talk about? Stocks. Some of those same kids now, the same kids who are adults. Thank you, Mr. Robert. I remember you used to talk about this. Some of the kids when I was over a youth department, over the middle school. Thank you, Mr. Robert. They're married with kids now. Thank you, Mr. Robert. You told me about this, this, and this. I talked about stuff to help people prepare for their future. Okay. The whole point, I'm getting you to understand when the opportunity presents itself, be ready to pounce on it. And you'll know it's an opportunity because everyone's going to be, oh no, the sky's falling, carrying on. Oh man, people gonna be carrying on. Hear me clearly, because it's listen to me clearly, okay? When it happens, you'll know that's the opportunity. I'm just saying that, and some people probably like, what the heck is he? You'll get it when it happens. When it happens, you will know it's the opportunity, and you'll be ready. So here's the thing: as you're looking and learning about things, I'm sure Lisa J. Stocks and Prez the Investor can attest to this. I'm sure y'all look at it, stocks, crypto, or gold or silver. If you look at that, I'm sure you look at that at least twice or three times a day. Am I right or wrong? If y'all still in here, you know, President Investor, Lisa J. Stocks. I'm sure. Let me know if I'm wrong. If you're right or wrong, let me know. But anyone who's in that space is going to revisit it multiple times a day. That's just what we do. But how did we get there? 100. Lisa J says 100. Okay. So how do we get there? How do we get to that place? Yep. LOL. Yep. Exactly. And that's just minimal. I probably look at my phone. While people text, and I'm looking at stocks, crypto, and gold. I'm looking at all the above. That's just me. I probably look at it more than 3 times a day. I'm just telling you because I don't want you to be overwhelmed. What I'm saying is start out once. I was just looking at my portfolio. Exactly. Start out one time when you wake up. Look at the news. See what's on. Get some information now. Start seeing what's going on. Because here's the thing. I remember when I learned how to swim. It was an Olympic-sized swimming pool. And I remember, I could swim. I still can swim very well now. But I remember I just never went in the deep end. I could swim. I just never liked the deep end. So this lady put out $100 bill. This was when I was a kid. I was probably, 8 years old at the time. Lady pulled out $100 bill. And she says, Robert, what's going on? Why aren't you never in the deep end? I see you over there swimming, but why you ain't at the deep end? I said, because there's no need of me being in the deep end. She said, can you really swim? I said, yeah, I can really swim. And my mom was sitting on the little lounging chairs. And the lady said, I don't believe you. And I said, well, I don't care if you believe me. I'm chilling. So I was on the shallow end, dog paddling. She said, I don't think you can swim. I said, okay, whatever. And she was like, hey, come here, come out the water. So I got out of the water, got my towel, and went over there to my mom. She was sitting beside my mom. And she said, I'll give you $100 if you jump in that deep end. I said, $100? I said, Mom, is that real? I said, give it to my mom. She held it up. She said, that's real. I said, okay. Before she knew it, I was already in the deep end. Guess what? The lifeguard jumped after me, but I was already up, down, and up, already coming back in, out of the pool. I'm like, thank you. I said, Mom, hold this. I jumped back in the shallow end, kept swimming. What am I saying? It ain't about what you can and can't do. It's about learning. I learned how to swim. So when the opportunity presented itself for me to make more revenue, I was able to do it. That's what I'm saying. The opportunity presented itself. Oh, you don't know how to swim. What do I mean? When the market goes awry and everybody's, oh, the sky's falling and everybody's talking crazy via stocks. You've already learned, you've already saw, you already seen, you already know the patterns, you looked, you researched. So you're able to pounce and make a move. Just like the lady that thought I was scared to swim. I just didn't want to do it. So when opportunity presented myself, oh, okay, boom. I was 8 years old. I already knew. $100? An 8-year old? That's like $1,000,000 to an 8-year old. $100? 100 for an 8-year old. So what I'm saying to you is when the opportunity presents itself, make sure that you're putting yourself in a position of power. Okay. So welcome new members, people who've joined the membership. Welcome, 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 welcome. The people who are going to join the membership soon, welcome. Hey, thank you, Growing What I Eat, for gifting a membership. Thank you, Growing for What I Eat. Appreciate that. Sandra Living a Full Life, welcome to the membership. I appreciate it for everyone that's been in here. Thank you so much for coming in, Tay Each. Thanks so much for coming in, Prez the Investor. Thanks so much for coming in, Bush People, Miss Khadija. Thanks so much for coming in. Thanks so much for coming in. Growing What I Eat. Thanks so much for coming in. Sandra Living a Full Life. Thanks so much for coming in. Lisa J. Stocks. Thanks so much for coming in. The people that's been in the bushes. I thank you so much for coming in. Okay. Thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you that wish me a happy birthday. I wouldn't have said it until a moment. I was getting phone calls. Sweet Thumb, what up? What up? What up? I was getting phone calls as this live was coming, so I was looking and I was getting phone calls. So if you saw pause and moments and freezing, possibly people's calling and texting. Okay. Thanks so much for coming in. I'm telling y'all, make sure that you replay this, not for my benefit, for your benefit. Take notes. As you see this, I'm always taking notes. I got notebooks full of notes. I'm talking about notebooks. I got many notebooks full of notes. I can actually pull a notebook right here full of notes, 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 notes. I'm always taking notes. It's very important to take notes. So when you are watching CNBC, MSNBC, Fox Business, Fox News, well, you learn, I don't have cable. I got Able. What's Able you learn? Whatever channel you able to watch. Look, I had Able, and actually now I still got Able. I don't watch TV. I'll look at my phone more than anything. I got a lot of apps and subscriptions to my phone that allow me to access to look at most of those things. So, Mr. Google, go on Google, look up what's going on. Try it once a day. When you're getting in the habit of waking up and doing that every day, then try it twice a day. Okay. When you get in the habit of doing it twice a day, pull it up to 3 times a day when you're looking at stocks. Exactly. Exactly, Prayers. So do it 3 times a day. So what do I mean? What is it? Look at stocks, crypto, gold and silver. What's going on in the investment world? At least 1 time a day. Look and see the news, financial news, at least 1 time a day. Okay. When you're getting in that habit, make sure you're doing it over and over and over again. Get in the habit. Turn it up to 2 times. After you turn it up 2 times, turn it up to 3 times. Get in that habit. It's very vital and important for habits. Okay. Habits are important. Get those habits. Watch this over. Take notes. If you have any questions the next time, especially members, new members, anything I said, you have any questions, put it in the membership. I will answer that question. Okay. Put in the membership. I will answer that question. But anyway, appreciate you all. Appreciate you all for stopping by. Thanks so much for the bush people, the people who are in the bushes who haven't said anything. I still appreciate y'all. The bush people, you rock. Hey, appreciate each and every one of you who participated in the chat, the new members, Ms. Khadija, the people who sold into my life. Thank you. I've been in and out of chats, but I hope y'all know support. Oh yeah, I know. Hey, Sweet Thumb, you good? I know what the deal is. I know what is. I know what the good is. I already know, Sweet Thumb. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Watch the replay, take notes, make sure that you're writing things. Members, if you have any questions, put it in the membership. I will be more than happy to put it in the membership. Thank you for all the happy birthday wishes. I'll see you in the next Time in Greatness. We'll talk to you. Bye.